Weed was already legal.
I am gonna have to change that.
In fact, that's the big part of it that is like hemp is actually more of a danger to the companies and the money making things, like standards, than weed is. Hemp? I mean like paper.
Did I really just miss that? Oh.
People don't know how strong the paper lobbies are.
No, around here they just saw what it was. They saw a plant that looked like weed, and they were like, "Oh, it's weed. Why are you growing that? We don't need that here.
Well,
You're destroying the area."
It is. Very little difference.
Yeah, but it was just funny watching the entire thing, and then the only politics I've ever kept up with is the legalization of all that shit for my state, because it keeps going to the Senate, and every year they vote, every time they vote for it, and they're like, okay, let's see who wants it and who doesn't want it. The more people that are wanting it keep getting higher each fucking time they are voting for it. And then it gets sent over to the House of Representatives to get signed off and everything like that, and it sits there.
It never happens.
Mine doesn't count.
And nothing gets done about it. It just sits there. And then the deadline goes over past, and they have to re-vote again in the House of Senate and do it all over again. It's been like that for the last 4 fucking years.
Ah.
Not an accident.
Oh, I know it's not a fucking accident. They're like, oops, we missed the deadline. Guess you get to vote again. Well, we're gonna prove you wrong that more people are wanting to do this. Because it's not like a small percentage of people that are out of the entire Senate that is voting that they don't want it, that they want it to happen. It's like an additional 30 to 40 people are like, yeah, let's do it. Let's like, we see the benefits.
Yeah. Well, and if nothing else, they're like, tax revenues in the areas that are doing this are sky high.
Exactly. Exactly. States are making more fucking money having dispensaries and shit. And I don't know how much true it is, but like crime rate goes down slightly because not a lot of people are getting arrested for having possession of the smallest little fucking tiny bit of weed.
Yeah, yeah. Which is one of the hugest lobbies, strongest lobbies.
It's still crazy to think that there's people in California who are still in jail for that shit.
Corrections. Yep. Yep.
Which is crazy.
I feel like I could really do with social work too. To help people who have been jailed for
incarcerated for all that, even though it's legal now.
Yeah.
But no, it's just, it's a back and forth thing with me smoking. Like I wanna quit, but at the same time, I'm trying to find. I'm not trying to do the same thing I did last time, just quit cold turkey at that point, because I went fucking insane. I had so many fucking mental breakdowns just from constantly being fucking pissed off and agitated and aggravated from the slightest little thing.
No, and you don't have a second person around to be like, I need this time. So yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I can't. I like, the one thing I've really looked into is these inhaler type things. It is just straight. There's no. Yeah, that.
Yeah,
that's what I've been looking into, but it's like, it's way more expensive.
They also have B12 ones. They also have
yeah, it's vitamins. It's just vitamins.
Yeah, those are another one because they give you like a non-caffeinated up, but it's just B12.
Another one I was looking at is they make caffeine, melatonin. I mean, melatonin doesn't do shit for me, but
Yeah,
They
melatonin is a waste for me.
but they have like these caffeine inhalers and then all this other shit, and there's no smoke or anything. It is just straight, just it's the vapor, but it doesn't have the chemical compounds to do what like disposables or any of that shit does. It is just straight in your lungs, in your body.
Yeah,
And I've
there's
looked into
a lot
that.
of those are, yeah,
Like I'm doing my research and
non-carcinogenic.
making sure like, hey, if I quit smoking, am I gonna be saving money? But fumes, my God, it's like $60 for the first like set,
Yeah, and then it's
and
more.
then it's like $30 for each little capsule.
Yeah.
I spend less than that to get a new coil and juice that'll last me 2 months.
Which does make it seem like that means that what it does is you either cut it out, you know,
Entirely.
50. Well, but
The
I
one
try
thing
to
I
go
can
through like
do,
the 50% rule, which is like instead of trying to do it all at once, cut it into smaller pieces.
and that's exactly what I can do because
Yeah.
I can slowly, month by month, decrease the milligrams of nicotine I'm having.
Yeah.
So
Weaning.
right now, I'm usually, what is this one that I'm on right now? This is, it does not tell me. That is lovely. Well, the ones I was smoking was like, they were Salt Nick and it was 25 milligrams.
Damn it!
And that, I mean, that's like, that's a lot. Like, on an average, with how much I usually smoked off of those disposables, it was like at least about a pack and a half of cigarettes a day.
Which is easier to do with that system.
Oh yeah, it's
Far easier.
It's far easier with like vapes and disposables to smoke a whole lot more nicotine than you will with cigarettes and shit.
There's no question about that. It's like, it's to the point where people are like, well, doing that causes this, and it's like, well, no, doing it poorly does.
Oh
But,
yeah, and it's not the. It's, I mean, I've had plenty of my friends who are like, yeah, I'm just done. It's fucking making me go broke. I'm having
yeah,
health issues and stuff like that.
same
I
reason why they quit
like
cigarettes.
I had a friend who their lung collapsed because they didn't fucking know, like they weren't doing shit correctly, and they were completely hitting it until they couldn't fucking breathe, and then they were let it go, and then they'd be gasping for fucking air, and it was just
I
constantly
have a
that
feeling
they
that if I get into like teaching breath work to X-Vapers, that's gonna be what I need to do. That's the niche that I need to get into.
And see, that's the one thing that I've been real smart with because I've had to exercise my breathing since I was really little from my asthma.
Yeah.
So at least I know that I know how to fucking breathe, which is
Like,
crazy.
you know how to feel your breath, which is
Yes,
something
and see
that
that's
I
another
think
thing
everyone
that like
should have, but not everyone knows. It's a strange
that's
thing.
a form of meditation I've had to adjust to for calming myself. It's just focusing on inhaling
Whatever.
and the feeling of it.
Well, you want to know a little secret tricky thing?
Huh.
Super cool perspective. What's the first breath that a human being takes? And I should say, which direction is the breath? Because like if you want to think that there's an in breath and an out breath, what is the first breath direction?
I guess inhaling through your nose.
Well, what's so like when a baby comes out? Do you know why the doctor will slap a butt
Oh.
to get him to cough up all the crap?
Yeah.
Right. The first breath you take is outward,
Oh,
and
okay.
and so if you want to calm yourself, if like there's like a big thing happening, an out breath automatically triggers a relaxation. And then if you kind of like focus into it, you can really feel yourself relaxing in a tense moment.
Well,
You can just breathe out.
the one thing I've had to adjust to is with my panic attacks and shit. My therapist was just telling me that I need to force myself to slow my breathing and focus on the feeling of inhaling and exhaling and just keep focusing on that, or find something that's calming near me to focus up on all that.
Absolutely.
And I've caught myself so many times where I'm so fucking overwhelmed and stressed out and everything like that. I'll just go out in the balcony and I'll just, even if it's fucking freezing or it's hot as hell outside, I'll just
breathe.
I'll just fucking breathe. I'll just stand out there, close my eyes, and just focus on my breathing until any kind of like tremors or shaking that I'm having going on has calmed down.
Have you ever heard of Wim Hof? Have you ever heard of all that
No.
crazy Scandinavian guy?
No.
I love these practices that he's got. He has like some breathing practices that are kind of interesting. Where you hold your breath at the end of an out breath, and you get to like meet yourself when you can be objective of your, because like you kind of start freaking out while you're doing it, and you're like, oh, those are things that I do when I'm freaking out. Like, oh, these are things about myself that I do, and then you start being able to like, it's really cool. He's it's like a yoga thing, but he's trying to follow some science with it to see like, can he explain why this works the way it does. But you'd think that at the end of your out breath that you wouldn't be able to hold your breath. But you actually can. With some of those, though, especially with like anxiety type things, it works directly with the parasympathetic. It's like, but yet, especially in my career path, or as a therapist or a counselor, or any of that kind of thing, there's no way I'm going to be able to tell someone in a trauma or crisis situation, okay, just breathe.
Yeah.
But like, it's funny because everything that I've learned and everything I've gone through, the main thing that you want to do is you want to get the people to take long breaths out. The science says that longer out breaths are calming. But, you know, the science also says you can't just tell people to breathe.
Yeah, no.
Your life is falling apart around you. Just breathe, dude. Just breathe.
You're gonna piss me off if you tell me that. If I'm over here telling you that I'm overwhelmed and I'm stressed out and I'm freaking the fuck out, and you look me dead in the eyes and say, just breathe. I'm gonna knock your fucking teeth down your throat. You're gonna piss me off.
Wow. Okay. So you mean the thing that I did since I was born, and I kept.
I'm gonna look you right in the fucking eyes and be like, nah, I would never have thought about that a day in my life. Thanks, man. You just fixed all my problems. Oh my god.
But then you know what's the most funny thing about it though? Every single time and every single situation, if someone's like, wow, I got through that and I didn't realize I could do that, it always revolves around I calmed myself, I was able to breathe more, you know, consistently, and...
My therapist is telling me to just throw myself into... My therapist is telling me to throw myself into anxiety, like anxiety environments to find out my triggers and stuff. so I
But you
can work
should
around
only
them.
do that if you have a support system. I mean, unless she thinks that your triggers aren't that
Oh,
intense.
she is still in the process of learning who I am because this is my fourth therapist. This is what pisses me off about the company I go through for my therapy. They are not allowed to keep the same clientele for more than 8 months.
Yeah, yeah, part of a contract.
They have to move
Termination
around.
contract. Yeah.
They have to move around in order to stay with the company, and
Well,
it annoys the piss out of me because the one thing on my file, hey, this person has abandonment issues. How about we just
yeah.
let him get close to somebody and then just fucking rip him away?
Well, there is an on purpose to that. There is something building about that, and they do that on purpose. But it is kind of like also because they don't want the social worker to get attached to the person and have trouble sending
Yeah.
terminating the service. Because that's what happens a lot.
Oh,
The
that's
person gets,
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that was a bad
that's been a real struggle because I really struggle opening up to people and shit, and having to pretty much repeat myself to the same person, and when I start feeling comfortable to be like, okay, maybe I can mention something new and, you know, let them more in.
well,
They're like,
then,
well, I can call it every fucking time. It's been the same conversation starter every goddamn time. I either walk into the office or I join whatever fucking telehealth they want, and like, so I have some good news and I have some bad news. I'm like,
fuck.
well, I know where this is going, and that's what I told the last therapist. She told me I have some bad news for you. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, I want a female therapist. That's all I'm saying. She's like, how did you know I was gonna tell you that? I'm like, this is the third time I've dealt with this. I can
they're
tell.
doing a bad job of framing if they're going to say I have bad news.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
the
good
same thing
news.
every time. It's the same thing every time. They're like, I have some bad news, but we'll work through it. I'm like, just tell me you're being told that you can't. You have to move to new clientele. That's just tell me that.
Which,
I
I mean,
understand.
they should be presenting that as part of the relationship
Process.
anyways. Yeah. And the thing is that, like, it's good to be forced for someone like, because I have the same thing, to open up in a therapeutic environment. Like, it helps get that practice going for when you're not in the therapeutic environment. But one of the big issues that I've noticed is that, yeah, to frame it like,
Right off the bat, I got some bad news for you. Well, thanks. I already know where this is going.
more like, hey, if you've been paying attention, then you already knew that coming up right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's how I am
And
with
see,
my
what
clients.
sucked the
I'm
most,
very like,
what sucked the most out of all my therapists, the previous one that I had, I got closer with her and more comfortable with her than I have with the previous two.
yeah.
Because I know for a fucking fact that my first ever therapist saw me as a kid and was like, saw me as a troubled kid and just tried to make it to where I was being heard, which felt nice at the time. And I mean, you know, I
Well,
wouldn't.
see what you're able to do right now, though. You're kind of making a
I have no
like
doubt.
a
I have
benefit.
zero
of
doubt.
your.
Oh no. I have zero doubt that I'm in a better mindset than I was back when I first started getting help.
Yeah.
I have zero doubt about that because I've gone back to when I first started journaling and looked at the very ever first page I ever wrote in the journal when I first started getting help. Because the very first day, she's like, "I want you to get a journal and start writing everything in your head down whenever you feel like you can't, you don't have anybody to talk to, anything like this. You have a notebook and you just get it out of your head."
This is bullshit now.
And I have never once gone back and looked at it until when my previous therapist, when I got like really comfortable talking to, I went back and looked at it and realized I don't have as much guilt. I don't blame myself for almost everything and all that shit. I mean, I will say I give myself more acknowledgement than I believe I really deserve. But I do pat myself on the back now than when I first started getting help. I felt like I was the root of all problems.
Yeah.
Come on, this is ridiculous.
I agree.
Just fucking wiping them and then all of a sudden...
To come back.
Yeah.
Ow, you asshole. Trying to break up the fucking fight, you don't bite me. She was pinning you down to the ground, I'm trying to help you.
Well, now you know.
I think she was enjoying it because one of my cats is fucking horny and the other one's just fucking taking it at this point.
We're having adult themes tonight on the stream.
It's like, hey, I didn't say that part, right? I'm down for therapy hour, not cat rape. That's
well, the one I was trying to fucking help that was getting pinned down is the one that bit me.
Of course. Of course. Like,
fucking asshole.
What, even you think I can't handle my own?
Shit.
I don't know why I even tried. They're both fucking girls. Nothing's gonna happen.
About to switch to Outbreak. Jesus.
It is perfected. Ah, rude. Rude.
I was laughing today, Myth, because I don't know what was going on, but I remembered you telling us about your corgi trying to fight a fucking boar. Oh no, that's what it was.
Night.
Yeah,
that night.
Yeah.
She straight up like.
I remember what happened. So they're trying to pass a bill in Kentucky to where you can now hunt wild boars in Kentucky without having like you don't have a limitation anymore because they're kind of overrunning the certain places like southern Kentucky type shit.
They're going nuts.
Yeah, so they're trying to pass a bill where there's no more limitation. If you see one, you can just fucking shoot it. Because they're kind of just destroying shit in the south of Kentucky.
Oh yeah, that's like Hawaii right there. That's like Hawaii.
And see, right there, where I felt like that conversation was days ago. And that bothers me. No, like my I don't know what it is, but my sense of time is not what it used to be.
Oh, that's nice.
Not really, because I'll go throughout a week and I'm like, God, it feels like a fucking month, and I'm over here panicking because I feel like I'm so far behind of everything.
Yeah.
When in reality I'm ahead.
I mean, and then that's like I have a bunch of that time dilation type. It goes along with the. I've got a real strong vertigo from the injuries. It kind of never goes away. Like it gets better if I don't go from laying down to standing often, but it's just like that. It's so strange how it'll make an hour go by fast or take a century.
Exactly, it feels like either shit's going by way too fast, or it's just the day seems like it's been a week.
Eureka's trying to get me to play with her with a squid toy. It's like the size of her. And then Anara was like, "You leave Pablo alone," and so she picked up the toy and she ran over to Jamar. She's like, okay, fine, then you. Then you have to play with me. Funny though, we went to the park and there was a healer corgi, which they're calling cowboy corgi.
Really?
Which I think is absolutely cute. And there was a border collie corgi.
We have a person around here that has a German Shepherd and a Corgi, and then their German Shepherd and Corgi had puppies.
Uh-huh.
And she was talking. The woman who owns the dogs was like, if my dog has puppies, I remember you telling me that your son wants a Corgi puppy. If one looks like the way you want it to, do you want one? Mom asked me. I'm like, I'm gonna have to see the puppies first before I even make a decision. She's like, I understand that. Bro, when I saw those dogs, I fucking died laughing. Oh my god. I walked in there, and all I saw was the giant German Shepherd heads peeking over the fence.
Yeah.
I'm like, those are just German Shepherd puppies, and then I go over the fence, and they have stubby little fucking legs. I'm like, that's not right. That's Scrappy Doo. That is Scrappy Doo right there.
I just love it, and I love how corgis have this, like, there's nothing wrong with me. What are you talking about? There's nothing different about me.
It was a full-on, it looked like full-on fucking
You're
German
right,
Shepherds.
Wrong with you.
And then I turned the corner.
But they got the full-size head. Yeah.
It was like a full-on German Shepherd head, and that's all I saw was it looked like a German Shepherd puppy. And they were peeking their little heads over this fence, and then they're like, okay, you can go in there and go meet with the puppies, because there was like 6 of them.
And that's exactly how it is, though.
And I went over the fence, and next thing I saw these fucking German Shepherds with stubby little legs. I'm like, what is this shit? They're like, is this what you wanted? I'm like, no, I mean, they're adorable, but not really. They're like, okay,
and that's what corgis are, though.
Cause I was so disappointed too, because I was like, those are just German Shepherd puppies. I was really hoping they would come out like corgis, and she like, you can go in there and meet them. She know damn well what she was getting me into. Cause I was like, those are just German. They came out like German Shepherds, and she was like, oh, you should really go meet them. And I was not. I was surprised and overjoyed because I saw giant German Shepherd heads with fucking stubby little legs.
Come here.
But I ended up saying no, and she was like, "It's not a problem. We have plenty of people that are wanting to get a puppy, so they'll all get a home regardless."
Oh, and it's not like $1 for the people. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Because even if they're not full, I'm sure they're asking for some kind of money.
Oh, she was going to give my mom the puppy. She wasn't going to have my mom pay for it. Because my mom works at a beauty salon here. Well, not a beauty salon, a beauty
I guess
outlet.
Yeah.
It's a Sally Beauty, and they just sell nothing but like hair supply, nail supply, shit like that. And she's like one of my mom's regulars, and my mom's helped her for like fucking years. And always loves her dogs and shit, and keeps up with her family and asks about everything. And she's like, well, they're about to have puppies. If you're still wanting one, we'll just give you one. That was the first time she only offered to give them for free the first time. After that, they're like, well, there'll be a little bit of money, but we'll we'll hold a puppy for you if you're still wanting one.
I mean, mom's like, where you are in life, it's like, if you're tired with Ara, like.
Oh yeah, like a dog is not in where I'm at right now.
You will get scared. Because when you're done with the one, you have the other. And corgis have more of the mental, like, so that would have the German Shepherd.
Oh, I didn't know. You weren't shooting at him. What the fuck?
And the corgi desire for, like, you need to. Activate my mind.
And that was the one thing I really wanted to do was when Aura was born was get a puppy at the same time, so they would grow up together.
Good thing you didn't.
But yeah, it's a good thing I didn't, because I would have my hands full right now. But when the cats are gone, whenever that happens, so I mean one of them will fucking test my limits and shit, but whenever the cats are gone...
I can go out the window.
No, man, I've so many fucking days, I'm like, I'm gonna open the balcony window for you just to fucking run. You're just on my fucking nerves right now.
I'd love to say that I'm a cat person, but I just... I love cats,
I don't mind
but I just know that I couldn't necessarily have one.
I'm a big fan of animals. It's just, there's something about this... It's Joker, she's an asshole, and she just knows how to fucking push my buttons and get on my fucking nerves.
I think I'm already a cat-like enough. I don't need a cat.
I think they got heavy.
When the cats are gone, I'm gonna wait a good few years until Aura gets older, to where she understands responsibility and everything like that. And between 3 different dog breeds, I want to either get a Corgi, or a Rottweiler, or a Pit Bull.
Well, and Corgis are basically, like, they're the closest thing you can get to in a dog form that's basically a cat. Like, I swear, there's things about Eureka that I'm just like, wow, the cats that I have cared for or, like, handled, I've seen them do these exact things.
Yeah, because I remember getting in the party... I remember getting in the party and Kill was like, "You still really want the Corgi?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, with the conversation that me and Myth had last night, if you get a Corgi, you better not look low. You're gonna have to look high.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with her, every single time that I'm sitting on the couch or a bed or something, if there's a place for me to put my feet down in front of me, I can't. Like and I'm such an ADHD. Like I just want to jump up and run to the thing that I'm doing. I'm going to. But she's like always there under my feet, right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta make sure I don't just jump out of my seat.
That's exactly how my cat is. She loves to fucking walk and then like intertwine my legs when I'm walking. That's what she does. Every time I'm walking, she's like in between the legs, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, I love that with cats.
And oh my god, I've almost fallen so many times with Aura in my hands because I'm over here walking. I'm having like,
the cat's like, cat, yeah, hey,
no,
me, and you're like, no.
Oh, they stay clear of Aura because she thinks they're taking her food. Oh my god, Joker doesn't go anywhere near her. Lizzie will tolerate her because she knows that she'll get like her belly pats and shit. But like Aura doesn't do belly pats. She full on plays the fucking bongos on this guy's stomach.
Yeah, bum 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 bum. Yeah. But has Aura learned not to like grasp at a cat, or does she still maybe close her hand?
She does.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she does still do that. I'm trying to get her to be better on that. But she doesn't...
That's the thing that I've noticed gets kids in trouble with animals.
She doesn't grasp...
They can pat, they can bump, but it's because that's like a bite. The dog thinks that the hand grasp is like a...
Yeah, but she doesn't do it too often. She likes to put the animal in a headlock.
Right on. Cute aggression.
And that's the one thing that stopped Joker from even fucking around with this kid, because Joker had jumped up on her bouncy chair and Aura saw his initiation to play, so she put that motherfucker in a headlock and just started bouncing in the bouncy chair.
The cat's like, oh, whoa, I thought I was gonna show you the pecking order.
No, Joker just fucking went limp and looked at me like, come on, fucking help me, you know you see this. I'm like, I gotta get a video of this. Hold on, no one's gonna fucking believe me. So I'm over here videotaping her while she's fucking chokeholding this fucking cat bouncing. I'm like, Aura, what are you doing? And she turns over and gives me this shit-eating grin, just fucking smiling. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. He's like, you don't know, I'm an animal wrangler.
But Joker doesn't fuck with her whatsoever after that day because she put her in a fucking chokehold, and my parents were like, "Why'd you let her do that?" I'm like, "Cat gotta learn."
Yeah, well, I mean, the opposite would have been that if the cat swiped the kid and then da da da. But then,
I am really grateful that both my animals are very, very calm when it comes to her. They don't swipe at her,
amazing.
and
Yeah.
when they do swipe at her, it's just a paw. No
There's
claws.
no claw
It's just,
in there.
no.
Yeah. That's really cool. Animals are great at that, though. I mean, like, they really do when they...
And, I mean, I fully expect that from my cat, because
socialize.
she has that motherly instinct. She's had kittens and shit. Now the asshole, she surprised me. Joker surprised me. I'm surprised that Joker... Now, she'll play with Aura, and Aura doesn't like it because Joker's tickling her feet while she crawls. Like, she's crawling and Joker's over here swiping at her feet, tickling her feet, and here I see her fucking feet, like, jerking and shit, trying to get the cat off of her. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we better not do that. You're gonna get fucking kicked in the face.
Yeah.
And there'll be so many times where I'll see Aura walking back and forth in the hallway and the cat's in the way, and she'll, like, lean down and, like, take her hand and push the cat to the side so she can walk the way she's going. But then there's other times where, when she was learning how to crawl, she gave zero fucks. Zero fucks what was in her way. If it was a straight line to where she was going to go over it. And the one time I was making food, and both the cats were laying in the hallway sleeping, and all I hear is the thumping. I hear the thumping from Aura crawling as fast as she can, and then I see her fucking make a V-line straight for the bedroom, running over both fucking cats, just crawling over top of both of them.
Yeah.
And they wake up like, the fuck just happened? And she is just going. I made sure both the cats were fine. My cat ended up going back to sleep, and then Joker was like, "Yeah, no, this is war. I'm going after her." And was, bro, Joker tests her fucking limits. She tries to do like kick flips off of her and all this other shit when she's crawling. And Aura has zero tolerance for it because as soon as Joker does like a hurdle over top of her, Aura sees it as a challenge and goes after Joker. Like, yo, you fucking started this. Speaking of her, she's been quiet. I'm gonna show her.
He's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm
quiet.
gonna make sure she's asleep.
Too quiet.
She's laying down. She's not going to sleep. Getting comfy, baby. It's a long day. I don't know why I'm not asleep yet. No. Today was a pretty decent day. Went up to mom's side of the family. Just me and Aura. Hung out at my grandparents while I did laundry. My grandmother who...
The cops?
When
was that? Was that a couple days ago, or was that last night?
That was this morning.
Yeah.
That was this morning at 5 in the morning, but... after all that ordeal fucking went down, I spent the day over at my grandparents on my mom's side. Because my grandmother doesn't get to see Aura too often. Because I live on the second floor, and she's stubborn and doesn't want to use her prosthetic to learn how to get used to it. And I feel like it's already too far because she's waited too long.
What, to adjust?
Yeah. It's been like 3 years.
What was the... Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Blessed art thou.
She's the diabetic on that side of the family, and she had what was it? A broken ankle? And a doctor misdiagnosed it as a sprained ankle.
Oh, yeah.
And it just led to they had to amputate it below the knee.
Imagine, like, and obviously your human there is the victim there, but imagine being that doctor and being like, Yeah, so I'm gonna do, and then, you know,
And what's
however
fucking
long
crazy
later,
is he's been her doctor
okay,
for years. He's been her doctor
looks
for
like we're gonna have
years
to
and no
amputate your
shit.
leg now. What?
Yeah, like,
I thought I had a sprained ankle.
yeah, that's the fucking thing. Like, her doctor, like, from what I understood, that was her doctor for years. Knew she was a fucking diabetic. Knew she was a fucking diabetic. Oh hey, doctor. I didn't see you join the party. No, you have it.
Whole time.
But no,
you heard all that crap you were talking.
But no, the doctor knew she was a diabetic and knew that he should probably check off some fucking, make a fucking checklist, but instead misdiagnosed a broken ankle for a sprained ankle, and she continued to walk on it for like, I think it was 2.5 months. She had a cane, then she had a walker, and then next thing you know, she couldn't walk. Went to the hospital, like, well, we're gonna have to amputate it. And that was a whole fucking ordeal.
Alright, so you got ankle pain, have you tried trepanning?
Like, she was doing, exercises, stretching it after the fact they were-
if you have a broken bone, stretches aren't gonna help.
Yeah, no, it was everything they were telling her to do to fucking, like, rehabilitate a sprained ankle was just making it fucking worse. Is it?
Is it?
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
See, that's exactly what. Yeah, that makes more sense now because, I remember seeing her ankle where she said she sprained her ankle. I'm like,
what the hell?
And you're walking on it, and she's like, "There's not much I can really do." And when she took her shoe off, it just seemed like it was just a water balloon. There was so much fucking swelling.
That's not a sprain. No. Well, I mean, actually, some people do have a very intense sprain reaction. So.
Well, I don't know what I don't know what type diabetic she is, but
yeah.
I know
sure
she mentioned
it impacts her swelling, her ankle swelling.
Oh yeah, I mean, she kind of figured that it was a sprain as well, because I mean, she's dealt with it all her life and shit, and I mean, I've seen her having to do insulin and all this other shit over the years, and
but you just don't hear about, like, yeah, I had to get an amputation because of my diabetes. Like, is this the Oregon Trail? But no, I mean...
Oh, it actually happens more often than you really think.
I'm sure it actually... Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm kind of talking about it as in my own conception.
Yeah, no, beforehand, I thought it was crazy that, like, just because she was a diabetic and had a broken ankle and was untreated for months, that they had to go and amputate. I thought it was fucking crazy before I started, like, she found out a whole lot more. It's a lot more common than you really think with diabetics and all that shit. I'm like, that's fucking wild.
I've got a family full of diabetics.
Yeah.
But they all have great circulation, so... Then you get it. Yeah. I mean, and it's a joke now until it's...
It actually happens.
Until... At the same time...
And see,
yeah,
you're not the only one. I know Lawful has told him multitudes of times that, like, if, like, I mean, Blink says now he's a whole lot better than at it than... And Lawful would also say...
Well, and then... Call me crazy, but maybe having, because he had a significant other there, I don't know if he still does, but that might have had, you know, like, my family members have been like, yeah, once I got this person, I started doing really well with my diabetes. Oh, I care
Well, she's
so much.
always been on top of her. She's always been on top of her diabetes. She was the one that would always call my mom because I don't know what the term is, but after she had my sister, she had some kind of like after pregnancy diabetes or some shit. I don't know. I think that's what it is. Because she doesn't have to worry about it anymore. But it was, she would call my mom on a fucking daily saying, "Hey, have you taken care of it? Anything like this?" Like, she's the one that like has always been on top of that shit, and like.
Yeah. Does your mom have diabetes?
Oh no, I mean, there was a point where when I was really young, I would see her constantly pricking her finger and all this shit, checking her blood sugar and everything like that. But it was right around when I was going, I want to say into junior high or middle school, that she didn't have to anymore.
Yeah.
I never understood it. I really never understood it.
My dad was absolutely convinced that I was gonna get diabetes. And I feel like when I didn't, he was like,
And see, that's the one thing, both sides of my family are like, you need to watch what you're eating because there's a big chance that they can just sneak up on you because it's on both sides of your family.
Well, with that, I mean, type 2 would be, do you have many people getting type 2?
I have no clue. I just know, on my dad's side, there's a multitude of people that are diabetic, and then on my mom's side, there's a multitude of people that have that were diabetic.
Yeah.
Victory is a matter of will.
As a young kid, I saw it as an opportunity. I should eat all the sweet foods and junk food, all of that I can now, just in case. So I ended up just being a fucking fat kid. Fat kid with a high pitch and a really strong country accent.
Adam.
Buddha wasn't cool.
Oh man, like, I was like the #1 target for all the fucking bullies and shit, man. You see a fat kid that has a country accent that's like so fucking strong you barely understand what they're fucking saying.
This dude didn't have a girl name.
No, but I don't think I've told you guys this. Duckus, are you back? I heard you had a call. Okay. You need to hear this too.
You need...
It's actually kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny. I laugh at it all the time. I've showed many people this. So, in my baby book, I have my first ever ultrasound and all that shit. For months, my parents were expecting a girl. Because on every single fucking ultrasound, they're like, "Oh, your beautiful baby girl is growing wonderfully." And I was supposed to be a girl because every time the ultrasound would cover up, I was so fucking shy. I would cross my legs or I would be showing the other way. They just assumed I'm a girl. So my name was either going to be Alexandra or my sister's name.
Come on, I need fucking green.
So yeah, I have ultrasound pictures of showing that I was supposed to be a girl, and they were preparing for a girl too.
Like, well, sorry to say, but your son has micro dick. Are you sure it's not just a baby? Nope. Positive.
I had to correct one of the technicians that was doing my ultrasound because she was like, I think it's a girl. And I'm like, I've had 3 boys. That's a boy. Like, I was like, see that? That's a penis. That's
Like,
not a
that
hamburger like a
follicle?
vagina.
I'll just point to the screen. That's a penis.
Yeah. And it's
Don't lie to
okay
me.
because it's baby.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me. I know what that hair follicle thing is becoming. Nothing but trouble.
Yeah, they were like, you won't know until about 16 weeks. And I was like, I think I was like 12 weeks or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I just know. I've already had enough boys to know what's on an ultrasound. I cried. I cried with a couple of them because I was like, I just
yeah.
want a girl. Damn it.
Have you had a girl, or has it all been boys?
The only girl that I was pregnant with, I actually lost.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry.
So
Glad to bring that up.
No,
I was.
I know
Oh no,
that
you're
feeling.
fine.
It's
I'm
awful.
honestly happy that I don't cry about it when I talk about it anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, something of that level, I mean,
I would have had two girls. Like shit. Like I know that exact feeling. Losing a kid isn't the best thing. And what sucked, it was out of my control. And the girl was like, you know what? I don't want this anymore. And broke up with me and cut all ties that ever happened. So on top of her leaving me, I also lost my first ever kid.
yeah,
So that was not a fun summer.
not a happy subject.
sorry.
No.
No,
Well,
no, I mean, we
we
tend to go
both
there.
kinda.
We tend to go. It
Yep.
seems like, I don't think any of us are all that, like,
Sunshines and rainbows.
yeah,
That's kind of what I
Shit.
wanted, though. Like, I wanted a place where people could just talk about like anything. Like, if
Yeah, I
you're
mean, shit.
we
That's
get
why we're
feeling
we get all kinds
sad,
of
I want
sunshine
you
and
to
rainbows
talk it
in here.
out and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
You
why we're
know.
and when
here.
we're all feeling great and up, we lift each other with that. And but I like the quote where it's like, a joy shared is doubled, happiness doubled, sorrow shared is sadness half.
I
Like,
fully agree with that.
ooh.
I fully agree with that. No, like, you guys are like a second family to me and like the best support group I can ever ask for. And it's crazy to think that this group has only been around for 3 years.
Yeah, but, I mean, but with that said, like, I mean, sometimes I'm just there like, how long have I known, like,
Oh
Phenomenal?
yeah.
I knew Phenomenal before he was done with all of his school stuff.
Back in D1.
D1 days.
And see what's crazy is I know you and Phenomenal and Killer all probably heard me in the fucking background of my dad's mic a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, I heard you as a kid.
Bugging the shit out of
I
him
guess
like, hey, what?
But yeah.
Yeah, bugging the shit out of him like, hey, how do I do this? What am I supposed to do? Because I would see you guys. Bro, there were so many times he told me just get out of the room, we're raiding. Like, there were so many times that I remember walking into the room and it was pitch fucking black and you guys were in King's Fall and he said, do it on your own, I'm in the middle of something.
And now you're the one leading you've been the one leading the race.
Yeah, and I know my dad doesn't hear it from me personally, because, I mean, he's not in the party whenever I do say it, but tryhards wouldn't be a thing if he didn't introduce me to Killer.
Yeah.
Entirely, I wouldn't have the connections I have with you guys if it wasn't for my dad introducing me to Killer and me actually being like, you know, it's not weird to play games with my dad, this is a great bonding experience.
Hell yeah.
And see, that was the fucking stupidest reason, thinking back of it now, because I never wanted to play a game with my dad other than it was like local play. It was always Mortal Kombat or MLB, where me and him were on the couch just playing together, joking around, bullshitting each other. It was never like oh, let's get into a party and play with your friends. I thought that was weird. Because I'm a teenager. I was a teenager. I'm like, oh, why do I don't want to be fucking playing a game with my dad and shit like that. That's weird. Now I'm over here like, I got a great fucking friend group.
Joys in life. Getting to play with your own family like that. The people that I know that are like that, I mean, to me, they're gonna stick together a lot better. Having something that they enjoy.
And that was the one thing that was the one thing me and my dad. That was one thing me and my dad always did. Could bond together about, because even.
Are we missing a fucking witch? The fuck?
Possibly.
Where's the wizard? I am so confused.
My mom has a family album of when I was really little. Like, I'm talking about like probably ours age type shit and younger, where I'm sitting in my dad's lap and he's playing Crash Bandicoot on the PS2 and I'm over here holding the controller too, doing the exact same shit that R is doing with me now.
Exactly.
Where I'm paying attention to the screen and everything like that. Nah, like, I look forward to watching R grow and everything like that, and I catch myself way too often where I'm like, man, she needs to at least slow down at this shit, man.
Oh, that's how you know you've been gotten.
Cause
getting old already, they're lazy.
Bro,
once you start telling the younger generation to slow down.
Bro, it's so fucking dumb because I'm catching myself saying like back in my day. I'm catching myself. I remember back when, bro. Oh my god, I'm saying shit like my grandfather's telling me and everything like this. He's like, back when I was a teenager and shit like this, we used to get and all that, and I'm over here like, it's crazy to think that kids nowadays won't understand what it was like growing up like we did, because at least I understand the type of like technology and shit that majority of you guys grew up around, because my parents had that around me.
Yeah, you're part of the transitionary.
I grew up around that shit. I grew up playing NES and PS1 and...
Yeah. So I had to plug things in to get it to work.
Oh, bro, the feeling like a fucking electrician plugging in the audio-video cables into the TV,
yeah,
and then making
like,
sure... Yeah, blowing the fucking connecting cords, making sure the dust is out of it so it fucking connect or anything. Or, like, if it was broken, if you had it, like, tilted a certain way just so it would fucking connect. Like, bro, I remember playing all that older shit, and when the GameCube first came out, oh my god. I remember playing,
the Dolphin?
I remember playing, 007 GoldenEye. I played 007 GoldenEye with my friend that lived right next door to us. He brought it over when we were having tornado watch. He brought it over, plugged it in. It was me, his brother, my brother, and him. We're all playing 007 GoldenEye. And I know exactly why the fuck they wanted to, because those two played religiously. Well, me and my brother had no fucking clue what we were doing, so they just wanted to whoop our ass.
You got to be the news getting smashed. They're like,
yeah. They were the ones that introduced me into early days Call of Duty World at War, and those lobbies, and how fucking terrible and toxic all that shit was when it first came out. Where if they heard a fucking smoke alarm in the background, you just had N-words and all this fucking stupid shit being like all the racist bullshit in the background. Yeah. You immediately hear all the racist shit being fucking talked, and how you grew hair on your chest.
Families don't have that happening too.
Like, you grew hair on your chest from half the fucking bullshit that was said in early day Call of Duty lobbies. Cause I didn't grow up with that. I had friends that were fortunate enough to have that type shit. So I went to their houses and played games, and would come back home and play Kingdom Hearts with my mom on the PS2. That was mine and my mom's game. Me and her would take turns playing Kingdom Hearts. If I died, she had the controller. If she died, I had the controller.
Yeah.
And that ended up to be Kingdom Hearts 3. She was like, I don't play games anymore like I used to. I'm not really into it like that. But I enjoy watching it. So how about you play it? Enjoy the entire playthrough, and I'll sit here and watch the entire thing. And that's how, when that game came out, that's how that went on. Like every night for about 2 hours, I'd play through Kingdom Hearts, and she would sit on the couch and watch it.
Yeah.
Me and my dad, we got close playing like MLB, Madden. We bonded over God of War because he played God of War and he didn't want me playing it for the longest time. But he saw that I kept getting more and more interested into it. He's like, you know what? Play this if you can beat it.
Okay, it's a game about a son killing his father. Should I really tell my son about this game? No.
Well, he would let me watch it. He didn't want me playing it, but he would let me watch it, which that made no sense thinking of it now, but like, he let me play the first one. And his whole deal was, I can only play it when he's home, but if I can beat the first one, he'll let me play the rest of them.
Uh-huh.
That was the most motivation I fucking needed.
He's like, show me you are ready. Defeat the puzzle.
Nope. I just stuck it to my teammate's butt.
Ooh.
What the fuck? You got this. Just stay alive. That's not that difficult.
No, you're right. I do catch myself sounding a lot older than what I am. And shit, half the fucking problem. Oh my god, half the fucking problems I have. Killer's told me, he's like, man, you're having problems I should be having in my age. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that I should have problems that you should have around your age. And he's like, I don't have them, so you're taking them for me. I'm like, I don't want to hear that either.
Dragon actually hits you on a deep level?
Come on.
Oh, and you're not kidding.
Yeah, that might not be the only thing. Like, but some of the stories you told about that, I'm like... And then you've got Keith Richards out here, who's gonna outlive everyone else. And he's done more unknown everything than anyone should ever do.
Look at Ozzy. He's still around.
Yeah, but he's the kind of person who, like, I see him and I'm like, yeah, but he's probably, like, pumped other people's blood and doing, like... Keith Richards doesn't seem like a bad guy at all. It's like, he really does have the, you can blame it on the alcohol.
I'm surprised my body isn't in worse shape than what it actually is. Because after I told my doctors everything, and I had all these tests taken, like, I taken all these tests for, like, months and months on end, where I was getting my kidneys tested, they were testing my liver and everything like that. They said, everything that you've told us, your liver's a little abused, but it's not to a point that it needs repair or any medication or anything like this. Your liver's fine, just abused. And I was like, okay, what else? So they're like, one of your kidneys is losing function.
Like,
I didn't want to hear that.
Just about to fall out.
I'm like, okay, how badly? They're like, it's not too bad, one of your kidneys is at like 82% functionality. Okay?
Not too bad. I guess I don't know what the normal.
Yeah, so they told me it was at first when I first got tested, they said we have some concerns because one of your kidneys isn't fully functioning.
Like, sir, did you know that
They didn't tell
from
me
the inside look,
percentages.
you look like you're dying?
They didn't tell me percentages or anything like that. They just told me one of your kidneys isn't fully functioning. I'm like, oh shit, okay, so I'm dying. Okay, that's great to know. And they're like, so we're gonna test them and find out how much is actually working. So the one thing that concerned them is each time I was getting tested, it was losing function more and more. So
Yeah,
it
you got
started.
two for a reason.
It started off like I had 89% functionality, and then by the last test, which was 6 months later, the last test it showed 82% functionality. They said, well, it seems like it's slowing down, but you might want to consider, you know, scheduling a reoccurring test for your kidneys
And
to
then
make sure that it's not
I'm like,
keep going down.
okay. How much are those normally? They're like, yeah,
Insurance,
enough.
my insurance only paid for 2 more additional tests. That
Oh,
was
the
it.
insurance helped then. Yeah.
Yeah, my insurance. I'm lucky that my insurance covered a lot of it because it was so far spread apart. So they're like, okay, that's not a problem. We're gonna cover that and everything like that. So there was a portion out of 2019 to 2020. I was seeing like anywhere from 8 to I think 11 doctors a month because they're trying to make sure I'm healthy as far as they can see that I can actually function. So I was seeing like a neurologist, a cardiologist, and a bunch of other doctors trying to figure out why my blood pressure just immediately drops from out of nowhere. It would just randomly just drop, and I'm gone at that point. Like as soon as it fucking drops, I'm unconscious. And I never got a straight answer about that. They told me from the multiple concussions I had, there might be some complications, but you won't know until you're a little older. Thanks.
Like, I'm a little older.
Yeah, I'm a little older now. I'm seeing complications.
But yeah, it's my favorite thing when they're like, you know, so these are issues, these are things. Okay, so what can I do about it? And then they just kind of look at you like, oh, we don't do that here.
That's exactly what it was. They said we have a specialist for that, so we're gonna send you to that. You'll see him next month. Huh? That's like fucking 4 weeks from now. But no, after when COVID hit, I went from seeing 8 to 11 doctors to seeing 0. And nobody nobody reached out to me saying, "Hey, you missed an appointment" or anything like that. They were all like, "Cool. We don't need to have anybody come into our hospital."
Yeah.
So as far as I know,
oh, it's too low.
My kidney is slowly losing function, and I have some.
Drink plenty of water.
Oh man, I've gotten so much better at that. I got so much better than that, and in the last year or two.
Do you really need the coffee?
I've cut back on the caffeine a fuck ton. Like yeah, I will say that.
I remember talking because I was talking to, or you know, I think you were in there. I was asking Phenomenal, like, hey, what does it mean and this? And he's like, nothing good.
Oh.
What does it mean when you can feel this on your breath? He's like, that no. You need to change this.
Yeah, because the one thing my doctor told me that is if I'm
Are they not finishable? Holy shit.
A absurd amount of caffeine, I need to cut that in half and then cut that half by half again. and then I'll be fine. Cause
So
I was
dehydrated.
drinking like a good 10 cans of soda a day, along with like 3 or 4 Tall Boy Monsters.
Oh my god. And then when you see them like do things like, oh yeah, so here we are cleaning this kitchen set with Coca-Cola.
Bro,
Look
I've
what the
seen
kitchen set
I've seen
does
some
to
guy.
look what Coca-Cola does to the kitchen set. After these
I saw a guy take
automobile
the
parts.
I saw a guy do the exact monster I used to drink and take rust off of shit. And I'm like, I used to drink that shit daily.
So my kidneys actually like super suck. Like I was
Ooh.
supposed to be on dialysis by 30, and
Uh-huh.
I crushed it, right?
Uh-huh.
So my kidneys are both full of kidney stones. I've had them for a while. I'm supposed to have surgery, but you know, insurance and shit.
How it
Yeah.
It's a
works,
selective
yeah.
surgery.
They don't see it as a necessary thing.
Yeah. So I actually drink Coke, and it helps me because it
Really?
dissolves them and shit. Yeah, and it helps
Oh.
the pain. Yep.
Would you say that there's a carbonation aspect that helps, or is it...
It's not just the carbonation because it's not
Okay.
any other soda except for Coke.
for Coke that does it?
It might be the cola.
Yeah.
Like, literally, there's this.
And they,
Doc-
they
Oh, yeah, no
do
wonder. Dr. Pepper?
that's another
Dr.
thing
Pepper
is,
actually intensifies it. It actually
shit.
causes it worse
Yeah,
damage.
I throw up with Dr. Pepper.
oh, don't tell Doctor that.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I had
absolutely.
29% function in my left kidney.
Jesus.
They said if it went any lower, I'd have to be hospitalized. I was like, yeah. At the time, I had 3 kids. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to the hospital.
Mhm.
Sorry about your luck, but
That's not gonna happen.
I can't. So,
Well, and then that is how a lot of people's like medical issues
Yeah.
get much worse because
I
they're
know.
like, well, we're not, well, yeah, and I'm not putting
But
on. I'm
mine
not
did
trying
the
to say this to
opposite.
you, it's just, if anything, more like you found a good way to deal.
because I'm going on, I think 34 or 35, something like that. 34.
No.
One of those years.
No, there's no way.
So,
I think we've been over this
4
conversation
years
before,
after.
but you and Wolf both seem like you're like about to go into 30.
Nope. Nope, because my oldest, he's about to be 16.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Did
over
you
here
want that?
like,
No?
over here like, I will just continue
Okay.
skirting the responsibility of children.
Mine was a happy accident.
I mean, 2 of mine are from when I was on birth control. So,
You're like, I tried.
My only one was from a woman that wasn't even supposed to have kids. Told by multiple doctors, yeah, you can't have kids at all.
I've been
I
told
don't-
that too.
Yeah, they told her straight up. Yeah, there's some like I forgot what medical reason she told me, but she told me there was like a medical reason that she couldn't have kids at all. So I was like, okay, that's unfortunate because I'd like to have kids eventually. Shit, fucking 2 years later, hey, yeah, I'm pregnant.
So, I don't know if you guys know any of this kind of stuff, but I actually had Pinkos, and I had all kinds of stuff going on down there. Like they thought I had cervical cancer. They said I couldn't have
Yeah.
kids and all that. Well, she started me on birth control after I had the surgery. They removed cysts and all kinds of stuff. And she said that birth control actually can reset your reproductive system, so you can actually be fertile again.
Yeah, again. Yeah.
So
that
that's
could make
how.
a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's how I
That's,
got pregnant with Tyler, because I was on birth control and I didn't realize that it had actually reset.
That could make a lot of sense because she didn't start birth control until she was with me.
Yeah, one of the people that one of the case management clients I she was basically in her 60s, having health issues, never had a kid before. No, it was 55, and she was like, yeah, well, at the time she was telling me she was 55. I think she was 50 or something. But yeah, she was, long story short, her and all of her doctors were like, what the hell's
I'm
going
not in
on
the
here? Because
circle.
she was pregnant.
Yeah, I had a cousin that was like that. I had a cousin that was like that.
We're gonna figure out these issues, but she was like a drug addict, homeless, and all this kind of stuff, and like, yeah, it got me to clean my life up, and I was like, well,
I had a cousin that was like that. She wasn't in her 50s, but she was a skinny fucking twig, and she was having all these fucking health issues, and people thought she was fucking dying. Her doctor was like, you might have to be put on like bed rest here at the hospital because we have no clue what's going on. She was dealing with that for 9 months and then felt this extreme, like horrible pain. Went to the hospital, they were checking her and everything. They said, honey, you're going into labor. She's like, huh?
That's impossible. I'd have to be...
She was like, how was it? I haven't been pregnant. She's like, we don't know how. Because you could not tell. She had no bump, no nothing. She was skinny as fuck. And then she had all these health issues and people weren't seeing her too often. 9 months later, Thanksgiving comes around. And she pulls up with a fucking baby. She said, surprise! And explained everything. And she was shocked because she had no clue who it could be, who the dad could be. And that was the one question going around, like, who's the dad? And she was like, I don't know. There's like 4 guys that could be the possibility. And all the fucking uncles are like, let's pull from a hat. And she was like, you guys need to stop.
Yeah, see, with this one, it got real bad because there was all kinds of life situations that were happening that made questions along those kind of things.
Oh, I'm dead.
That to me, that was some of the stuff getting into social work. It's like, yeah, don't get into anything like that unless you're ready to hear like the worst of the worst. I mean, some of the people. I thought I had a tough life or a this or that life. And
oh yeah, like, yeah,
I had to eat shit and I couldn't stop until 25. I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
I had one therapist that went against her terms of contract and was like, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but you think your life is going all that bad, and you think you're hitting ground zero, and you're at your worst. And she was like, let me tell you about this one girl that she's been treating. And she told me everything that was going on. I'm like, I got humbled real fucking quick because I felt like I had so much shit that was just being piled on me when this other girl that was like younger than me is dealing with so much fucking worse.
I don't like that style of. I don't like the comparison style though. I mean,
and I agree with that because I mean, not everybody, not everybody can deal with the same thing the same way. Like, I'm pretty sure if somebody else gone through half the shit I went through with their own mentality, they'd probably be in a hell of a lot better place than I was. But at the
Well,
same time,
but then
there's a
someone else can
possibility.
hear a thing that you know, go through, and then, you know, nothing happens to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's all, we all have different tolerances.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's why it's much better to just meet someone where they are instead of being like, well, what you're going through that's just not trauma informed. That's all it was.
And I've always been the person that somebody would go to. So for like years, I was like pushing everything down. I was just pushing and pushing and pushing and just going on with my life. And on top of that, I was stacking on what other people were telling me and being like a dependent for all my other friends and being like, oh, I'm like the safe area where people can come and talk to and they won't have to worry about anything they're telling me getting out. And so I'm dealing with the stress from all my friends just dumping all this information on me and over and over and over again. And I'm reaching out to them and everything like that, but nobody was reaching out to me. And it just got to a point that it got to a point where I was just fucking done. And I left high school. And leaving high school, I might regret it, but it did show me who
Nothing to
really was there.
fight. Enjoy
You know?
yourself, Guardians.
Like when I left high school and the next year started, I had 2 people that reached out to me saying, we don't see you. Did you come today? Are you okay? What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But those people,
Humans, what do you do?
I don't talk with them
Oh,
too much
you
anymore. Because one of them ended up getting her dream job, like right after graduation, getting her dream job, finding a guy, having a couple kids, and she's already settled down and moved to 2 counties over. And then the other guy, I don't even know what the fuck he does. We talked, and then it just drifted apart. Which I mean happens. It happens. Alright, give me a second, I'll be right back.
Therapy what was your cupcake on Cupcake Stream?
Wait, what?
What was it Cupcake? What was your Twitch?
It's oh my god, now I don't remember. Cupcake cuteness _
Yeah.
Luna Wolf.
I was gonna try this.
And that rocket was not my fault. My teammate decided to walk in front of me. They're good at that. Alright. Gee, thanks. they're doing them. Oh, shit!
What are you getting in right now?
I just got exploded.
Are you in Destiny?
They were doing the, secure the places or whatever. From the Briggs.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then I got exploded. I think Wolf has to do a round soon.
What is it called? Pantheon? No, what's the other one?
Onslaught? Wait, what?
Onslaught, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not touching Pantheon. I do actually have a streamer friend that's doing, like, basically carries, kinda. Like, but, eh. Realized I wasn't hitting him. Then that was pointless. Cool.
Bad idea.
Ugh.
Good. 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 We endorse eating away.
I need to put on the glasses.
This is a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud.
Okay, I don't know how I got two of them coming to work.
Oh, fuck. I thought I was out of the bubble. Was not out of the bubble.
At the hospital today, Doctor.
Your victories far more than your losses.
Does that mean you gotta like pump it physically or something?
Destruction on a scale like that since, well,
Mm-hmm.
the last time you won.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty badass.
Sweet.
Yeah. Until it goes down. And then that means you're burning calories. Yeah, I was gonna do a Casca internship over here, which is like um, basically sexual assault, like working with sexual assault victims at night at hospitals. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't take it. Because, well, like, the job itself isn't so bad, but it's like 5 at night to 8 in the morning. And I'm like, no, this is an internship. I don't think I need health issues coming up because of. But yeah, that's all, like, I'd be going to the hospitals, and I was like, well. You were supposed to be the chosen one.
Ew.
You were supposed to be balanced to the force.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I had to run over to my parents and then run back over here. Well, I had 2 big pork shoulders that needed to be put in the freezer as soon as possible. So you can call me Arby's because I got the meat. Sorry, no, that was bad.
Oh
That was
boy.
bad.
Nope.
That was bad.
No, no. Thanks.
No, food stamps came in today, so I got a fuck ton of groceries. And
that is how people talk it. Get their food stamps.
I got groceries today, and I didn't have enough room for these fucking pork shoulders. I got myself some salmon, and then some chicken breasts. I think I bought too much chicken breast because I thought I bought like 2 packages. There was 3, and that took up a lot of space in my freezer.
Well fought. This is yours now.
So much space I had to rush dinner. I had to make fucking mini tacos and taquitos. So, God, for how cold it is outside, it's still fucking hot in my apartment.
Apparently, I have not been paying attention to my engrams.
Okay. Oh, shit. Where's the big one?
Alright. I'm gonna suck at whatever I do on here, so let's try on some.
Let's just try to suck less.
I haven't played on my Warlock in a while for this kind of stuff. I'm gonna try to do stuff on my Warlock and Titan.
Are you saying? I mean, look at my Titan. My Titan just now hit max.
Warlock is pretty much like my fashion character.
Your what?
My fashion character. I just look pretty.
Yeah. I don't know. It's become my PvP. Yeah, ever since I've been making PvP.
Oh, when I made that void build on your character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there is just I just don't get hit by the same amount of stuff as I do when I'm on my Titan. And I'm like, no, I was already gone from that. And then on the Warlock,
you have the safety of a rift if you're behind cover for long enough.
Yeah.
I will say the rift doesn't. It can hurt you, or it can help you. It won't do both.
Well, it definitely doesn't make it worth it all the time.
Damn it. Okay, I need to turn my volume up.
I don't know what I have here. We'll keep it. Oh.
I just killed fentanyl.
Dude, it's wrecking the streets. Yeah, I killed it. You killed it. You didn't kill it. I guess that's the, that's the point.
Fentanyl just got me.
Hey, man.
I killed him and he came back for payback.
Ooh. Hold on me.
He's got me again. I'm gonna get used to these sights. I was lucky enough I never encountered fentanyl.
See, then, the only time I've really had any, like, face-to-face interaction with it, everybody was covered in head to toe in, like, hazmat suits. It was, like, treated as, and for good reason, 'cause, you know, especially when, I guess people's tolerance can go.
Kill you.
Well, but then, like, and that may be true, but then, and like this is, I don't know, you know about this, but like, can people just get a crazy level of tolerance for things like that? That
Yeah.
it won't kill the one person, but then someone who
Yes.
doesn't touch that stuff, it then just like drops them. Because that's what it seemed like. Where like, I'm like, well then how can this person be walking around with fentanyl out around my hand? Because this is what happened. The guy shook someone's hand up the front before I showed up, and the guy had to go to the hospital. Like, he was a security guy. And they were like, yeah, so, you know, not allowed to touch the people ever again. It was just a handshake. But yeah, he went to the hospital, and he must have just gotten like a tiny piece on his hand, or, you know, but that's scary, man. And it is, I don't know if where you guys are, it's that bad, but,
No, meth is more problem
Yeah,
than fentanyl.
it's like over
Arkansas?
there, you just see people stop. You just see stop in the middle of the street, or, you know what I mean, like, hunched over. And it's like, fentanyl bins, yep. And, I mean, it's creepy.
Wow. Okay.
I got the edge today. Check it out. I like the heaviness. I like the feel of it. Yeah, I'm digging it. Yeah, yeah. At first I was like, oh, did I do this? And all I got was the things. And like, no, I'm not. When something goes wrong like that, it's fix it.
That's the whole reason I want to get it.
Yeah, I can actually, because I go through the thumbs.
Yep.
Go through the thumbs.
Especially
Well, then use the
FPS
stick
games.
drift, dude. Jeez.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. You're like, oh, controller's dying? Alright, that means it's time to go. You know when you log into Destiny and there's one of those screens in the beginning, like a loading screen. There's a Pokemon called Mr. Mime, and I can't help but when I open the thing, it's like one of the first ones and it's kind of wavy. It looks like a Mr. Mime shadow or something. As soon as you open Destiny, it's like this weird geometric shape thing.
Oh, I just got hit by tax evasion.
Damn. No on tax evasion. Two easily avoidable things.
There's another guy giving you money.
What is that? Private match playing? Private match. Private match. 1v1 me. Dude, this is Genshin.
Oh. I just got killed by Loose Pocket. I don't like that.
Whatever.
Out of pocket. I want to play someone in Destiny, but I'm just like, no.
I'm down to hop over for a private match. Let me just finish this game.
Oh, yeah. Ball and cooties. Ball and cooties.
Yeah, it's 94 to 73. Jesus. Oh, fentanyl loot left. Tax evasion left. The only one that's left. The only one that's still here is Loose Pocket.
Yeah. Can't outlast these pockets. We're all here because of the
I didn't play too good.
If I was gonna say it. The one that gets me is when people are like,
Oh, come on.
this person in me. Are you sure it was a new inspector?
Alright, I got the new sniper. I just gotta get the new auto rifle. Alright, hop on the Destiny just that much.
Work, Guardian. Your light is strong.
Wow, it's all from gun class.
Oh yeah, I
Do you
just saw
know
that
the
too.
YouTube, bro?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
I've seen one of the memes where like, the 90s were crazy, the 80s were crazy. Parents were just so free, they had to be reminded that you can't. Well, fuck, you do remember you have kids, right?
don't think I've died, which is pretty good for me.
What do
When we're alive.
I want to try out?
Oh, what the fuck? So much for that. I just got bounced off. Oh, fuck.
I'm not gonna worry about heavies. Oh, no. You want one of the new maps, or do you want our basic PvP?
I want one of the new ones.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, would you go? Okay.
Five minutes already.
You come back out.
I remember your victories far more than your like to keep things interesting. Once more onto the breach.
Alright. You haven't used an... Oh, whoops. Change characters.
Change characters.
Yeah. I was on my Titan. But as soon as it lets me, there you go. Oh, I was not able... Oh, did you leave?
Let me back out?
Did you already back out?
No. I can though.
No. Yeah, I've been, just going off at Horror's Least. And I have, like, some off version that I've also been going to town with. I've been trying to use Thorn.
Oh, Thorn's really fun.
I just don't understand how other people can just thump. I'm like, okay. And one of my buddies over here is literally 26,000 PvP kills with Thorn. Ooh, yeah. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Okay, I've been trying to do the shotgunning, but I'm not. Yeah, they just don't hit. They just don't connect. I mean, I will literally walk up. Oof. Yeah. Alright, so that's not. See if I can. Oh, how? Okay, how did I just spawn in without ammo? Did you see that?
To what?
No, I mean, like, I just spawned in and had to reload my, hours least.
He wasn't just there. What the fuck? Fuck your slide shot bullshit. Oh, that was the whole
Yeah.
team. How
That
did my
was pretty
teammate get away
unfortunate.
from that?
I mean, does that happen a lot when you literally spawn in and
If you switch the weapons, it does that.
you have to reload your weapon?
Yeah.
Wait, while you're dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely lagging pretty hard here.
Yeah, no, screw that. Those take way too long.
Yeah, like that, I didn't even, there was nothing on my map, there was nothing. And right now you're just doop, doop, doop. But I kind of already knew that. I've only got like a 20 megabyte connection. Which, I mean, some people make it work. I hit you, and then I was shooting you as you were flying away, and yeah.
I almost did
understand that some
fucking
people-
explode.
It's like that one, I shot you enough while you were flying at me to kill you just in that part. I'm like, wait, how did I just take a bunch of damage?
Only 5 minutes left.
I don't know why I had the fucking scholar out.
Oh, is that what you hit me with?
Yeah.
You must have hit me with a headshot, though. Oof. Oof. Oh my
Ow.
god. That was... Everything about what that fight just was prediction based. I had to predict where you were going to be.
I missed
Ooh.
like 2 clips on you.
And I shot like 5 shots. So how does that...
Ah.
What the heck was that? You must have missed a lot of them, because...
I missed the last shot.
Nice shooting out there.
Ah.
See, like, what was that just now? I saw you for like, long enough for you to take aim with me, and then I died. Ooh.
Alpha data compression. Now,
Damn it.
perhaps a barter is warranted.
Ooh. I don't even see you.
Yeah, I found a nice little cozy hiding spot right there.
Oh, whoa, whoa, I'm cheating. I'm in the floor.
Uh-oh. Oh, are you in the snow?
I was like in the ground. I don't know why I commit with the Scholar at close range. I know this thing can fucking dominate the 3-tap. It's fucking amazing, but... You know, it sucks at close range. Yep, I missed a lot.
That gun is amazing when both feet are on the ground, but if you are in the sky, I've noticed, it's not as...
Trespasser?
Yeah. Unless you're
I
a
just
hunter.
don't use
If
it
you're a
enough.
hunter, yeah, if you're a hunter, you can do it no matter what.
I just don't use it enough. I wish I did. It's a nice sidearm.
You two bursted me there, I'm sure of it earlier. With that thing. Like, that thing is muddy but muddy. And it's built the same as the whatever this I've got is.
Well,
Allied Demand. It's got the same or similar oof. Oof. But it's got the burst and it's got the perks.
Full auto is nasty on it, though. I love running Trespasser and Momentum. Because as soon as you get that full auto going, it's just full auto after full auto after full auto.
Oof.
It gets really annoying real quick.
your return honors me, Guardian.
Right. But I'm battling the. So I'm shooting you for a while before anything happens. I haven't forgotten how to use one of these.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna run the other way.
Yeah.
So the strands get...
Oof. Haven't I? Got through all 15 bullets. Before I was like, oh, I'm starting to do damage.
Come visit again soon.
Good luck, Guardian.
And see, that's the instance where the fucking well just kills you.
Yeah, where it does not help at all. Because you're trapped in the animation for...
see, only if I just slid into my rift.
Hey, now what?
Oh, it's on a tick.
Wow. What a turnaround. It's like, and then I swear with the scatters, sometimes you throw it, you hit
Yeah,
something,
and it just
you're
does
like,
nothing. They just walk right
they're
through it.
like, yeah, they're like, nah,
You
I
didn't
don't
hit me
believe
with a
in
grenade.
scatter grenades. Yeah. I've watched this one literally followed a guy
And see, what's
and
crazy
did 3 damage.
is mine. I have my whole subclass built around to where I can one hit grenade. It don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, they definitely changed something. Huh?
Scatter grenades really need a rework. Oh no, I gotta reload.
Okay, now I'm curious.
See, and then yeah, your recovery must be amazing too, because
100.
yeah, you're number 28. Because I'm over here
I
like,
try to keep my recovery at 100, my discipline at 100.
That's not what I meant to do.
Uh,
So I have everything? Okay. Why is it glitched out
yep.
on the Titan then?
what just happened? A lot of misses.
Trespasser's a nice one. My favorite is Traveler's Chosen.
I don't believe in polygamy, but I do have a lot of misses.
Uh. Ooh, nice, nice. I am gonna try something though. Last minute kills since we're tied.
Sorry, didn't get that off. See, but there's another one. Did that grenade just go off in front of you?
Yeah, it hit me right in the face. I saw it hit me in the face.
I mean, like, 'cause it looked from my perspective like I smacked you with it.
Damn,
Ooh.
target lock is not procking.
You missed every other. It's like you missed every other shot. That's why I don't like it on SMGs because it's so, in my opinion, tricky to get. Nah, when you ran into the grenade.
Uh-huh. Like, this is my PvE one. I would just like to know if it can be beneficial in PvE. PvP.
Hey, killer.
Hey, killer.
Oh, how's it going, kid? Yeah, just
Testing.
chilling. But I had I don't know if you're playing with VPB, but I was sending him an invite just like, hey man, you know you can join in the party, right? How you doing tonight?
Nice. Oh,
I
nothing
don't know.
much.
Oop,
No.
No.
We have this coming week.
But that, yeah,
I'll be right back.
yep.
people are needing it. It's tough.
He needs rope though for this week. Yep. I guess I'll try this since I haven't tried it yet. No. God, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it seems like the leg works against me, and it doesn't. It's like added weights. That's all.
I'm assuming that's just the three of us, so